Hey guys, Zebra again, playing St. Petersburg, Deniable Ops, Zone 3. So, I didn't expect that guy to be in the doorway. That was the first time he was there, so I realised if you press L button to go into crouch and do this with slide into them, you can knock them down and take them out that way. So that was a cheeky way of taking him down and finding that out. So back to the usual suspect of using sonar to mark out as many people as I can, looking where they go and taking them out one by one, keeping track of the others. This guy comes under here and he's on the edge of shadows, so you can go in the shadows and take him out with a melee kill. Then you can jump up here and pull this guy off the rails, so those guys, you know, 2 takedowns quite quickly. So this beginning bit was quite easy. You can take down 3 or 4, sometimes there's 4 people in here, this time there's just 3, but you can take down 3 or 4 people fairly easily. It's this outside bit that I had problems with. So you jump out the window and you come along these this railing, the side of this building, and the sonar didn't really, for me, seem to pick up many people much of the time. So your best bet is to shoot out the street lights, stay in cover, and sorry, not all the street lights, shoot out like one street light, stay in the dark cover and let them investigate why the light's gone out and take them out one by one like that. So that's exactly what I'm doing here. Shoot out the street light, get this guy's attention, and take him down with a melee kill. I got insanely lucky that he detected me for ages, but thankfully no reinforcements came. So I took him down with a melee kill. Because it's quite dark, I didn't see, I got stuck behind like a bush or a tiny wall or something, which is why it took me so long to take him down. But it worked out in the end. It was sloppy, but it worked. There's not always a guy in the middle here, but if there is, he's quite easy to sneak up on and just melee kill him, and that'll lead you around here nicely. So there's another guy patrolling around this side. You can do exactly the same, shoot out the light and take him out, but he didn't spot me, so I just took him out normally. And I think I shoot out the light now because it will make my life a lot easier, being able to go through the dark rather than having to walk around in shadows trying to avoid the light. I see 2 guys in this building, so I get them both marked. You know, it's so handy being able to mark people because you can focus on one guy and keep an eye on the other guy, and you know, work out a route to take him out, and know if they're going to come and discover you from a flanking position or something. I decided to execute that guy because he detected me somehow crawling under the window. I guess probably because he was right above me. So I took him out quickly. I don't know how his friend didn't hear his screams or see him go down, but I take his friend down with a shot to the face. This guy's coming down the stairs. He stops when I turn out the light, so I just shoot him in the face as well, and that leaves just one more guy who also just comes down the stairs. You see him on the sonar there coming down the stairs, so I got back up a bit and just shoot him in the face as well, and that's what ends Zone 3. So, you know, it's only that outside bit that is particularly hard, but if you just shoot the lights and let them come one by one and take them out, you should be sorted. So yeah, I haven't said this in the other 2 parts, but please comment and rate and subscribe, it really helps, and please continue to watch parts 4 and 5. Okay guys, Zebra, again playing part 4 now of St. Petersburg Deniable Ops. So straight away get the sonar on and mark out some people, find out who's closest to us, get them done, and mark out 2 others who are just so we can keep an eye on them. So head through this door. I'm pretty sure it's the only door we can go through, and this area is very bright. You have I found I had to shoot out a lot of lights, and yeah, just stay in the shadows. Shooting out lights will, you know, the enemies will notice it, so it's not ideal. And it was kind of different to how I'd been playing this game before, I feel. But I could not get through this game without shooting out these beginning lights at least. So yeah, shoot out the lights you just want to shoot out, and there'll be 1 or 2, possibly 3 guys around this beginning area. Mostly it's 2. This time it was just 1. So I shot that 1 guy, and I continue to shoot out the lights as I edge forwards. So this beginning bit isn't too bad because you can shoot out the lights, but where that guy is, there's so many lights and neon lights and ambient lighting that you just don't want to go down there. You want to stay in this beginning area. So they noticed that guy I killed, but they didn't know where I was, so one guy came running to investigate, and I took him out with a melee kill because I was just completely invisible in the dark. There's another guy around here who's just close to me and, you know, trying to work out where I am. So just keep my eye on the sonar for someone that decides to walk around, and it's going to be these two guys, I believe. So come out of sonar, edge towards this corner, and yeah, two guys. The one guy's around the corner, and one of them is just on the edge of the corner. So I don't want to shoot this guy just yet, in case the other guy comes around and sees me. And so I mark and execute them both. I didn't want to run out and try and melee kill them, because if I went for the first one, I think the guy behind him would have seen me. If I went for the guy behind, I reckon the first guy would have probably got me with his flashlight or something. So it looks like there's one more guy coming around the corner now. And so I'm just waiting to see what he does, see if he moves in here and comes towards me, or if he starts moving somewhere else. Just planning my attack, because if he comes through, maybe I can shoot him. And so I move forward. I figure he's probably going to come through. I'm going for the melee kill to get my mark and execute back. It was risky moving forward because it's so light there. I couldn't find a light to shoot out to make that area dark. So it was risky going forward like that, but it worked out. I got the melee kill, got my mark and execute back. And I don't believe this guy. I watched him like once or twice. And I don't believe he comes in here anymore. But I don't want. So I see him. I'm going to go for the kill for that guy next, I believe. But I didn't want to walk through that light area, so I walk around and come through this area, which is a bit darker and has lights that I can shoot out. And I see this guy on the right. I notice he's on the same level as me. So I'm going to make him my next target now. But no, he goes for a run and looks over, so I just take him out, shoot him in the face.
Looks like trouble.
So I believe there's still possibly one guy on the same level as me, but I'm not sure where he's gone. I know there's two guys below me, and I get that another guy marks, and there's three guys left. I wasn't sure at this point in time if these guys were going to be coming up these stairs. I decided they probably won't be, and so decided to go down and take these guys out from the bottom floor, because I can shoot out the lights a bit more down here rather than moving through the other area where it is very light. I thought when I shot these two lights out, the guys would come and investigate, and that's why I stayed here for a bit. But they sort of hover around that doorway and then just end up walking away. So that's what you'll be seeing happen here.
No sign of movement. No contact, no movement.
So yeah, they can't get a visual on me, and so they just go to patrol somewhere else. So I figure it's time to move forwards. But as I say, it's very bright down in that area, so I want to stay back in these shadows. And there's a tiny bit of cover just through this doorway you can sit behind. You're kind of, you know, if you pop your head out, you'll be in the light. So if you can get a shot off them, don't lean out. Just press R, and you'll pop your gun over and shoot them. I missed my first shot there somehow, but you know, it took him out the second. A bit sloppy, but it worked. This guy's not looking, so I take some shots at him and totally miss. I don't understand why he didn't recall for reinforcements or how I managed to get away with that, but I'm not going to complain. Sloppy, but the job got done. And I just execute this last guy because I don't want to get detected right at the last moment, as I always happen with the last two guys. So yeah, please comment, rate and subscribe. The fifth part is going to be in a separate video to try and keep it under the 10 minutes that YouTube limits me at. So I'll give you a link to that in the description. So yeah, cheers for watching, and please watch part 5 if you're interested.